Okay, this is for 5th and 6th grade. This week's assignment, we're going to do a exercise in color. So I'm going to take you through it here on the paper. I'm going to sit down this time to do it. So give me just a second here, we'll get started. Alright, now first thing, this is a real simple project. I'm going to get you started here on a piece of paper, then I got another one here, it's already worked up a little bit. All I want you to do, you got a sheet of paper, you'll take your pencil, pick you out any spot that you want. And I'm going to put a dot, let's say, right here. And you can put a dot anywhere on your sheet of paper. And when you do that, we're going to put lines from that, film like little tubes. We're going to go here, and don't have to be the same exact spots I'm doing. You can make yours a little different. That's perfectly fine. I'm just going to work around my paper right there, kind of like that. Just real simple, nothing to it. Just like that, real easy. Now, once I do that, I'm going to start putting some curved lines in here now to make these things look round. We'll use what's called contour lines. Contour lines first just gives you like an outline of everything. We're also going to use what's called cross contour lines. Just add a word to this. And what that means is it's a line that adds to a shape. Like with this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start at the very beginning, and as I'm closer in, I'm going to put these lines closer together, and as I come out, we'll get a little farther apart. I'm going to start with like a curved line, something like that. I'm going to go right at the end of that and curve again and keep working my way down. They're a little closer together, and as I get out this way, we get a little farther apart. Don't have to be perfect, just do the best you can, get as close as you can. Keep coming out with it. And you can see I'm getting mine off a little bit. I'm going to come down here, just take it off the page, come down here, just keep bringing it down. And again, these do not have to be perfect, get as close as you can. And then scoot over, get the second one, doesn't have to match up with this one. Just do the same thing, keep going. Keep going. Now some people do this a little different. I'm going to show you a different way to do it here in just a second. There are two different ways that both work out pretty good. One's a little easier than the other. I'm going to show you the little bit more complicated way right here, and we'll show you the easier way here in just a minute. Again, this is an exercise in cross contour lines. Lines to make something look round. Now, you can do it this way, which is the way I like to do it, but if you do it, you can also just make like a curved line. Like instead of doing it like this, quite so dramatic, you can just start, have your lines kind of close together, and just make it a lot less. You don't have to go up to the corner like these here do, and just make a curved line, something like a little simpler version. Works out just about the same. If you want to do it that way, that's fine too. Again, I'll do another one of those, just not curved quite as much. And again, don't have to line up with the ones behind them. So we got this version and that version. Now I'm going to show you a little farther along using some color. Alright, now this is one I've already worked on a little bit. I've done the same things with this. What I want you to do, let me get one that hasn't been done yet. What I want you to do is focus on when you color these, we're going to focus on coloring, but leaving the light spot out in the middle. Like right there, what I'm doing here, and also when I'm coloring it, I'm coloring the direction of the curve. In other words, I'm not just going straight across coloring like that. I'm curving my lines like this, well, a group of lines. And you can also overlap color. Like I got a little yellow on that, and put a little blue on top of this purple. Make it a little darker. Just come around, kind of like that. Real easy, nothing to it. See I'm curving, leave a little light spot in the middle. Now, what I can also do is like on the edge of this, I'm going to go back once I get all this colored up. Let's say you got the whole thing filled in. I'm going to go on the edge, right here on the edge, on the white part, I didn't put any color on. Take me a little black. Just like that. Have that curve and curve just like you do the color part. Again, you can see I'm just using lines with that. Just using lines. And curving with it. Again, when I get like the pink one here, same thing. That. Same thing, just curve your collar. I'm gonna do one streak right here and show you what to do to finish it up. And you can kind of work at your own pace with it till you get the whole thing finished. So I'll do this pink one, maybe that one there, and then we'll leave the rest since we got a little short for time, so we don't want to do too long. Now, also on the pink part, the color part, I'll put a little on the edge, a little bit of that. Taking that black, you see I'm not pushing down very hard at all. A little bit of it on top of the collar part too, just a little bit, like that. We want to make this like three-dimensional tubes whenever we get done. And I'm getting a little sloppy right here. You need to make it all, try to make it all neat as you can. All right, so I got those two. Now, I don't happen to have a black marker laying around, so I'm gonna use paint on this, but you can use a marker, a pen, paint if you've got it, whichever one. But once you get it to this point right here, then what you want to do, take you use some heavy black. You can use crayon, pen, like I said, whichever. You'll kind of get you a nice outline. Between these first. And then each section you're going to outline with it, like the blue, that, and that, and just keep coming with it. Outline each section with the black. What that's going to do, that's going to start bringing it to life, make it really, really stand out. Because it's going to give it another word we talked about last week. It's going to give it a lot of contrast. Like that, I'm going to move over to the next one. You can see what it's going to look like a little more once you get more done to it. If you have a watercolor kit, you can get at Family Dollar, Dollar Store, whichever, not very expensive, or crayons, either one you want to use. Colored pencils will work. Anything you can put color on there with will work. You just have to mess with it a little bit, but you can get it. Alright, like this. And you got your shape. You do the whole sheet of paper. You don't have to do the square, the frame like I've got here. If you want to do the frame though, it's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to finish up this one corner right here for you where you see what it's going to look like. Alright, that one little section right there. And you can add more to that. Like if you decide you want your shadow between to be a little darker, so I've got the black gray. If I want to go back and maybe press it a little harder with that black crayon, make it a little darker, you can. You can start smudging my paint. So I'm not going to do it too much. After the paint dries, you can do that. This is like I say, exercising color and direction. Take your time till you get the entire thing covered. This can look really neat when you get finished. You just have to take your time and enjoy it. Now I'm going to work at your own pace. On this. Take your time to get it done. Turn it on live grades, and we'll see you next week with it. Thank you.